Australia. By Jesus, they're coming up to meet us. We made it.
EME-GEAOU landed. Fanny Bay. Duration, 27 days, 20 hours.
In the name of the Commonwealth, I greet you on your safe arrival and must heartily congratulate you on your magnificent achievement.
The 1920s are difficult times for the armed services, as the Treasury diverts funds towards peacetime projects. The RAF must justify its existence if it's to survive. The opportunity comes when the Army finds itself stretched to maintain its garrisons in the far-flung corners of the Empire, particularly on the northwest frontier. The terrain is inhospitable, mountains and desert hamper the progress of soldiers. The aeroplane, however, can fly over these obstacles, saving time and, more importantly, money. And so, using biplanes like the Hawker Hind, the RAF embarks on its role of policing the Empire. Lord Trenchard is the RAF's Chief of Staff. He realizes that the RAF needs to build its own traditions based on its own foundations. Rejecting the overtures of the other services to provide training, he establishes training institutions to meet the RAF's own needs. Foremost of these establishments is the RAF College at Cranwell in Lincolnshire.
Here, from early morning parade till lights out, cadets move in the smartening atmosphere of character-forming, friendly discipline. Typical of his fellows, Cadet Coburn is on top of the world. The lucky youngster stands on the threshold of the life millions would choose if they had the chance. Every day spent at Cranwell increases his self-respect, gives him the light-hearted confidence of a cavalier of the sky. In his stride, he is taking his studies. Not, be it noted, in flying only. Essentially, your Air Force officer is an educated man, acquiring culture as well as highly specialized knowledge as the months go by. With an instructor, a little nervously, he goes for his final test in a dual-control aircraft. If he passes, he'll be allowed to fly solo. In the air, the instructor signals by hand to the rear seat the directions he wants young Coburn to follow. Down they come, with Coburn wondering what the verdict will be. More instruction, or will he be allowed to fly alone?
All right now, you can go solo. Good luck.
Solo? Did he really say solo? This is the acid test of his training, confidence, his courage. He's on his own at last. Leaving that milestone behind, the young cadet continues his training. Always flying, the cadets rapidly leave the novice stage behind, climbing upwards towards complete instinctive control, towards mastery in the air. When final examination results are published, young Coburn's high spirits conceal that sickening doubt that he may have been plowed after all. Is his name there? Yes, Cadet Coburn has got his wings. They can rag him as much as they please. It's like being in a dream. When he comes out of it, that badge he's worked for and coveted for 2 years is being sewn on his tunic. He's got his wings. Yes, and not a bad-looking chap either. All his conquests won't be in the air. It's farewell to Cranwell now. Goodbye to a lot of good fellows, and who knows when and where he'll see them again. Home stations, India, Singapore, he'll always be running up against some of them and yarning about the good times of Cranwell. Members, all of them, of the great Freemasonry of the air.
Trenchard also attaches great importance to ensuring the RAF has the best engineering support possible. Halton is the location for a college dedicated to teaching the ground crews the many trades needed to keep a plane in the air.
They do have a run round the flying ground before completing that course at this elementary school of the RAF, open to all.
Finally, Trenchard forms the Auxiliary Air Force of 16 squadrons staffed by a corps of weekend airmen supervised by a few regulars. He also instigates university air squadrons to provide early training to undergraduates, giving them the opportunity of moving into the RAF as a career. In time, the RAF and the nation will come to be grateful for the far-sighted vision of the RAF's founder.
By the doctor, they go to civil school to begin an intensive course of training on much the same lines as followed by permanent officers. During their 2 months here, the men still rank as civilians. Gazetted acting pilot officers, the men don uniform and go to a flying training school for 6 months. Civilian life is put behind them. No less than the cadets at Cranwell, the acting pilot officers wholeheartedly respond to the call of the air. The increasingly important technique of blind flying is acquired in the link trainer, in which the pupil obeys directions electrically sent to his instrument board by the instructor. The tracer afterwards shows him how nearly he kept on the prescribed course. Blind flying is necessary wherever fog, darkness, or bad visibility obscure the earth. Reporting to the squadron leader in charge of flying instruction is the next step. The whole aim of the short service plan being to create a large reserve of pilots, each man flies for the maximum number of hours that is practicable during his years on the active list. The program today is formation flying. No mere parade ground maneuvers translated into the air. Formations are essential flying tactics.